Hi everyone, I'm Sahil Modi, and I worked on the back end of this project.
And I'm Ishan Patel, and I work in the and this is
So for the majority of the back end, it was consisted of three methods within check win, which basically check the horizontal winner, check vertical winner, and check diagonal winner. So check horizontal winner checked the 2D array of board, which we chose to make a 2D array because objects, we didn't need the robustness of objects since Connect 4 has a set amount of rules and regulations. So our check horizontal winner would check each row to see if there are 4 chips in a row. And if there wasn't, then continue on to check vertical winner, would check if there are 4 vertical chips in a row. And then finally, the hardest part was the check diagonal winner. What we ended up doing was we created a right diagonal from, we checked first for right diagonals from 1, 1, which is right here, and then checked throughout the entire board for right diagonals. If that was false, it would check for a left diagonal starting from 7, 1, which is up here, and it would check down the board for left diagonals. If both of these were false, then place chip would get called, where this would call the actual animation that Ishan will talk about next.
Yeah, so in order to do the animations, we use the J-frame. Or in order to do the graphics, we use the J-frame. And for animations, we ended up using thread.sleep, which essentially pauses the function for a certain amount of time. So we use 5 milliseconds for how long we paused it for. And what this would do is that as the chip is falling, it would delay that fall for 5 milliseconds so it can update continuously. And then in order to get the chip to fall in the right column, we have a column count. So that essentially tells us exactly where the start of each column is in the image of the Connect 4 board. So what this does is when we click on a certain column or we touch a certain column with the touchscreen, it will fall in that specific column based off where that column starts.
All right, so that was an overview of how our code actually works. And now we'll actually have a demo demonstrating our Connect 4 with animations. So we're going to check for a diagonal win with the black. So I'm going to set it up that way. And as you can see, our board currently works and you can't press anything after the game ends. So that was our MP7. Thank you for listening.